If you can name 20 of these fast food logos, you probably think about food way too much. Let's find out how many you can get. McDonald's. The Golden Arches are so globally recognized that surveys have found more people can identify them than the Christian cross. KFC. Colonel Sanders didn't franchise his first KFC until he was in his 60s, after his original restaurant went bankrupt when a new highway bypassed it. Burger King. It was originally called Insta Burger King in 1953, before financial trouble led to a buyout and the name shortening. Subway. It started as Pete's Super Submarines in 1965, founded by a 17-year-old Fred DeLuca, who borrowed $1,000 from a family friend. Pizza Hut. The name came from necessity. The building the founders rented only had room on the sign for 8 letters and a small logo. Domino's. The original 3 dots on the logo represented the founder's first 3 stores. He planned to add a dot for every new store before realizing that was wildly. Taco Bell. Founder Glenn Bell got the idea after watching long lines at a taco stand near his hot dog restaurant and deciding to compete with his own version. Wendy's. Named after founder Dave Thomas's daughter, Melinda Liu, whose childhood nickname was Wendy. Dunkin'. It dropped donuts from its name in 2019 to emphasize its beverage business, which makes up the majority of sales. Starbucks. Named after the first maiden, Moby Dick, chosen to evoke the seafaring coffee trading history of early Seattle. Chick-fil-A. The company invented the pressure-fried chicken sandwich process, still central to its menu back in 1946, before the restaurant chain even existed. Popeyes. Named after The French Connection, Detective Jimmy Popeye Doyle, not the cartoon sailor. Papa John's. Founder John Schnatter started the business by selling a pool table to buy pizza equipment, making his first pizzas in a converted broom closet. Dairy Queen. The company's soft-serve treat was so popular at its 1938 test sale that customers cleared out 1,600 servings in about 2 hours. Little Caesars. Founder Mike Ilitch also owned the Detroit Red Wings and Detroit Tigers, making him one of the few people to own an MLB team, an NHL team, and a fast food empire. In-N-Out Burger. Its cups and wrappers have hidden Bible verse references printed in small type, a tradition started by founder Harry Snyder. Whataburger. Every location is required to be open 24 hours, with rare exceptions, a rule baked into the brand's identity since it opened in 1950. Jack in the Box. The founder originally ran a chain called Topsy's Drive-In before rebranding around the giant Clownhead drive-through speaker box in 1951. Arby's. The name is a phonetic spelling of RB, standing for Raffle Brothers, the founders, not related to roast beef as many assume. Sonic Drive-In. It started as a root beer stand called Top Hat Drive-In in 1953, only becoming Sonic a decade later. Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. Both chains are owned by the same parent company, CKE Restaurants, but kept separate regional names and branding for decades. Chipotle. It was founded with an $85,000 loan from the founder's father, who ran a McDonald's franchise himself. Panda Express. Despite its name, the orange chicken it's famous for was invented in-house in the early 1990s and isn't a traditional Chinese dish. Culver's. The founding family had run other restaurants for decades before opening Culver's in a former A&W building in 1984. Zaxby's. It began as a single restaurant in Statesboro, Georgia, started by two friends who bonded over their shared love of chicken wings. Thank you so much for watching. If you learned a new fast food fact today, my job is done. See you tomorrow.